Anyway, let's hop into the top 10, why don't we? Like I said, the first one, this is actually, it's mostly a sad list, but this first one is a very upbeat, even though sad meaning, is number 10, I Don't Smoke.
I don't drink, 'cause I know my mind, and every time I do, I just think about what you're doing and who you're doing it to. I don't take no pills to kill the pain, 'cause they never told me the truth. I don't smoke, 'cause I never get high enough to get over you.
And this song is just, it's like a super upbeat song, but if you listen to the actual lyrics, it's pretty sad, because it's just like, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do all these drugs, because all it does is brings you to my mind.
All I have to say is he's never tried.
Kevin is a master of drinking away.
I'm just saying.
Away memory.
Not only does he say I don't smoke because I could never get high enough. He says I don't drink, and I think isn't there a third thing he says he doesn't do?
He's like, I don't do pills or whatever.
Oh yeah,
but
I'm just saying I won't do any of those because there's no way it's going to work. I'm like, but have you tried?
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I like it because even though it's kind of dumb sounding, it's actually a good kind of message type song. It's just kind of, it's weird that it's so upbeat, because it's just like, yeah, it sounds like a party song even though the lyrics are not party-ish. Number 9, Life Off My Years.
I take life off my ears. I love the view up on this highway. Oh, without a net down below. While most are running from the wildfires. Well, I can't wait to get too close. What's the use of life if you don't live it? You sip your water, I'll drink my beer. Yeah, I'll take years off of my life, for I take life off of my years. I take a couple years off of my life, for I take life off of my years.
This song was actually written by Eric Church, which is another reason why I really like it, because Lee Brice usually writes his own songs, I believe. I don't know how many total of his songs.
Probably most of them.
He writes the majority of them. I think his CD was all him, if I remember his first one, but I'm not 100%. Actually, no, because he didn't write Love Like Crazy, actually. That's the one he didn't write, and that's the one that skyrocketed him. But Life Off My Years, I really like this one because it's a message that, even though we do live fairly healthy lives, it's just one of those, it's just like, no, I'd rather take life off my years I'd rather take years off my life before I take life off my years, because it's just kind of like, it's kind of a not every man lives type Jason Aldean song, where it's just, I'm not going to live my life timidly, I'm going to live my life to its fullest, and I just like that message of it. And if you listen to it, it really does sound like you could hear Eric Church singing that song.
I would really love to hear Eric Church sing the song.
Yeah. I'm sure you could probably find a recording of it somewhere, maybe, but I don't know. But yeah, I like it. It's just a really good, it's one of those, just live your life to your fullest. Like, I love the line where you sip your water, I'll drink my beer. Like, it's just that kind of thing, which is what Kevin's doing, and I'm drinking water. So he's taking years off his life.
Who's the real fan?
Fair. But I did include his song Beer on this list because it's not that great. I mean, it's a relaxing song, but it's not great. Number 8, You Can't Help Who You Love.
Friends try to set you up, try to find you someone new. They say you'll get along, you're just like she's perfect for you. But you can't help who you love. She could be so beautiful, it don't even make no sense. Might dance with her all night, but you never call her again. 'Cause you can't help who you love. Everybody's got somebody, not just anybody. that you can't help who you love. Yet it might have broke your heart. I really
This is from his newest CD. I like this one because it's, I mean, there's a little bit of a computerized drum beat to it, which I'm not huge into, but the message itself I love, where it's just like, I could go out with the hottest girl, my friend could introduce me saying, you guys are perfect together, but that's not going to guarantee that I'm over my ex, because you can't help who you're in love with. Like, my feelings are for this person for this reason, and I can't help it because it's just how you feel. It's not controllable. And I just really like that message, because we've all been there where it's just like, oh, you should do this, and it's like, yeah, I'm not really over to this girl yet, or that kind of message of, I can't help the fact that I feel this way about this person.
Yep, I agree with the message.
Yeah,
I will say that.
But yeah, this is one, when it first started playing, I was just like, this drum beat, I'm not huge on it. But then I heard the lyrics, I was like, all right, I like it. So this is one I do listen to a lot. But number 7 is one that you actually did say you really like, is Boy.
You're gonna drive a kiss and throw a punch and grow up way too fast. You're gonna drop the ball, hit the wall, and break some hearts like glass. I know you will, 'cause you're a part of me, and a part of you will always be my boy.
I do enjoy this one. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. No, it's
I mean, I haven't listened to it since it came out, but
yeah, it's
fine.
just, I like it because it's just a really good father-son message, where it's kind of like a what the hell, the Brad Paisley one, where he finds out
Bard Paisley,
like me or whatever. Boy, what the hell's that?
Oh,
I can't think of
If He's Anything Like Me.
anything like me. That's
Yeah.
it. It's kind of like that, where it's just like, you're gonna break a girl's heart. You're gonna do this because there's a part of me and a part of you, and so it's just this. I know you're a boy. You're gonna discover this. You're gonna fall in love. You're gonna break your heart. You're gonna mess up. You're gonna do this.
You're gonna have crippling anxiety. Deal with it.
Yeah, and I just like it because it's a really good father to son message, and it's very heartfelt. It's number 6, Whiskey Used to Burn.
When the whiskey used to burn, when the whiskey used to burn, back when I still could feel my broken heart. Sometimes I wish I could go back to the start.
This one it's a little
Nonsensical. It just like randomly goes into different tempos and beats, and it just goes all over the fucking
because
place.
it goes from the live acoustic into like the
Also, it starts with live acoustic and there's just random noises going on. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
recording on like his front porch or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and there's like kids making noise, and they should shut the fuck up. He's recording.
God damn it. I'm pretty sure Jared Neiman's talking to him in it or something because they're good buddies. But
Hey, Jared, shut the fuck up.
But I like it because it's just kind of one of those memory type songs where it's just like, it's back when the whiskey used to burn, because obviously when you're younger, just chugging down whiskey, you're like, it hurts, but it's getting us drunk. Whereas now it's just like, I could use a nice smooth whiskey. And yeah.
Although I also feel like part of the whiskey the whiskey used to burn, probably also because he was drinking like black velvet out of a plastic jug, and now he can afford to drink something that's not gasoline.
Yeah. I use black velvet to drive to work. But no, yeah, I just like it because it's just a good kind of thing of memory, and I just like the mess. I don't know. It's good. Number 5, I Drive Your Truck.
I drive your truck. I roll every window down and I burn up every back road in this town. I find a field, I tear it up till all the pain's a cloud of dust. Yes, sometimes I drive your truck.
is about monster trucks.
Do actually very much like this song.
Yeah,
I
the
will
first
say
time I heard it, as we all know, I'm terrible at finding messages. The first time I heard it, I thought it was about a girlfriend who died, not a brother. But then I realized after a second listen through, because it was like,
his
Mom,
girlfriend
did you
was
visit?
badass and in the army.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, because I was just like, why is he like wearing her clothes or whatever, driving her truck? And then I was like, oh, it's brother.
Why did the girlfriend give you her truck?
Yeah, it's so confusing. And then the second time I was like, it's a brother. I got it now. But yeah, it's a really sad song about losing his brother overseas, obviously fighting for the country and everything. And then, so it's just like, how does he remember him? He doesn't go visit him in the graveyard. He drives his truck. He leaves it on the same radio station his brother listened to. He has everything just sitting in his truck how
But
it
that
was.
station went to shit.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, so it's just all this. He just doesn't change the thing. He remembers his brother by driving his truck around and tears up back roads and all that kind of shit with it.
Does country things.
Yeah. And yeah, that is a really depressing but really good song. Oh, this top 5 is incredibly depressing. The final 5 songs are not happy, but they're my favorite ones by him. Number 4, That's When You Know It's Over.
When you can look at her picture and not want to kiss her no more. When you don't feel like you've been hit by a train at the sound of someone saying her name anymore. When you can drive down the road and not be afraid of what's playing on the radio. That's when you know it's over. That's when you know you've made it over to the other side, ready for another ride. That's when you know it's over.
This is just... I mean, it's sad, but at the same time, it's uplifting because it's a song about, like, when you hear her name and you don't get pissed off hearing it. Like, when you hear she's happy and you just don't care anymore, like, that's when you know you're over her. That's it's over. That's when you know you've moved on. That's when you know you're ready for the next person. You know it's over because you're not caught up on that other person anymore. So it's kind of sad the way it's sang, but at the same time, it is uplifting in a way of, yeah, it's... You know you're over her and you can move on.
I can get that.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Number 3, Happy Endings.
It's a long, long way from Myrtle Beach to LA. Anything could change her mind. One sunset, one regret. She could turn around, come back, and be mine. Happy endings happen all the time.
Like I said, this was
About
his...
getting jerked off on a massage table.
Yep. Number 2. No, it's a song about his woman leaving him and how she told him she's like heading for the coast, and he goes, there's a lot of miles between here and there, and she could easily think, like, no, what am I doing? And turn around and he goes, it can happen because happy endings happen all the time. Like, not every ending is sad. It could easily end as a happy ending, even though he's, in all reality, he's given up all hope on it. Like, it's not going to happen. But
If she really is driving from Myrtle Beach to L.A., that is a long drive.
yeah, that's like over a day. That's
God,
well over a day.
It's got to be fucking like 40 hours. I don't even know. It's really far.
I don't know why she's driving. Well, I guess if she's moving, she needs her car. But yeah, it's, yeah, fair enough. But yeah, it's just a super sad song in that sense of he kind of knows it's over, but he says maybe, just maybe, it's kind of like a settle for a slow down type song, and it's just maybe she'll change her mind and come back here because happy endings aren't known to happen. But anyway, number 2, That Way Again.
He used to love her like crazy. You couldn't pull them apart. God, she felt so unbelievable in his arms. how she's catching herself looking down at her ring every now and then. She don't wanna leave, she just needs him to be that way again.
This is probably the saddest song on this list, even sadder than I Drive Your Truck, because it's literally just about a wife out, like, meeting a friend for a drink, and, like, he says he kind of likes her and all this, but all she's thinking about is how she has to go home to a husband that doesn't give a shit about her anymore. And so the chorus is just kind of, he used to do this, he used to be this kind person, and she doesn't want to leave him, but she needs him to be that guy again. And it's just a super sad song about, like, a marriage pretty much over and falling apart. And yeah, it's not a happy song at all. So it's definitely on my heartbreak playlist because it's depressing as shit. Number 1, less depressing, but Panama City.
We had a bottle of silver and a bottle of sapphire, an Indian blanket and a beachfront bonfire. We watched the moon shipwreck on the water. I don't remember a night much hotter. You were lying on the hood of my car, and I was strumming on that old guitar, and we were looking for the northern star, and midnight played like a driving scene. You were doing Liz Taylor, I was doing...
This one, I don't know why it got taken off Spotify. It's his only song that got taken off Spotify, and it bothers me because
What
this
album
is
was it off of?
I Don't Dance. And I'm so pissed because this is, like I just said, number 1, my favorite song, and it's the only song that got taken off Spotify. So I've been, like, trying to listen to it, and I can't. But the song itself is just kind of another one of those memory songs where if you kind of roll your eyes thinking it's him talking about being in college and being in Panama City, which is a very overused bro cliche in country music these days. But the song isn't like, remember when we used to get drunk and plow bitches and, like, dance on the beach? It's just a song about, like, I miss these memories because it was a good time, but more than that, I miss being with you while we were there. And it's just a sad kind of... And Maggie Rose sings the backup vocals, and she's awesome. And I also like it because not only the message is good, it's only as a sad song and all this, blah, blah, blah. It's only a piano and a guitar playing, and I'm a sucker for those kinds of songs where it's just kind of stripped down from, there's no synthesized drum beat, there's no, just computerization of anything. It's just a grand piano. Is that what it's called? I don't know.
That is a type of piano.
Yeah. It's just that, it is that kind of piano because it's in the video. But it's that and an electric guitar, and that's it. And it's him, a dude, and Maggie Rose singing. And it's just this really awesome, slow, stripped-down song, and I really like it. So that's why it's my number 1. There are a lot of other songs that I was wanting to put on here but couldn't because obviously it's a top 10. Like Hard to Love is a really good one. Girls in Bikinis is amazing. Just kidding. That's one of the worst songs of all time. But, yeah. That's my top 10. If you guys have any other Lee Brice songs you like, let us know. Kevin liked 2 of those 10.
If you agree with me and think that Lee Brice is nonsense, tweet at us.
Yeah, how we've talked about on this podcast how obviously we want to talk with and about artists that deserve the spotlight and everything. Lee Brice doesn't need help from us. He's not going to ever hear that this podcast exists. But
I hope he does.
But he's just one of those guys who, how last week I was saying that if you were to give the benefit of the doubt to Bobby Bones when he talks about Luke Bryan being underrated, it's because there are songs that you should hear by him, even though his popular ones suck. And that's how I feel about Lee Brice, even though he has so many bad ones that are on the radio. Every CD has hits that I enjoy. Kevin's not as huge on him, but I would say give him a chance. Don't listen to Girls in Bikinis or whatever turd songs are on the radio. Just listen to listen to an entire album and then make your decision.
Yeah, I would say the one thing that I can give him is I think people should listen and make their own judgment, obviously. But listen to the lyrics because he does have pretty well written stuff. I don't like a lot of his songs because I just don't like the sound. You know, like I just legitimately don't. And like not to try to, I've been trying very hard this whole time not just to be like I think he fucking blows. I'm not gonna do that. I don't enjoy the sound. I don't dig it. I can't get into it. I just whatever.
His voice or his music?
Well, his voice and a lot of times the music.
A lot of times music.
Just a lot of it.
Because there's a lot of songs that I think there are just genuine country songs. Like That Way Again, it's super slow and it has like kind of a...
What I was thinking about because I was listening to, I put the top 10 on a loop, or not on a loop, but just in a row when I was driving back today because I had a long drive. And I was thinking about why did I not like any of the things that I was hearing? And I feel like he's in this weird spot where I don't think because, like I said, I don't think his voice is tremendous. I don't think it's terrible, but I don't think it's that good. I don't think he puts himself in a winning spot. I think he puts himself in a spot vocally where he needs extra production or something to go with it. And I feel like if he stripped it down more and didn't try to do as much, he could be much better served.
Yeah, I could see that, but I don't know. That's the thing. Like with Panama City, is it's so torn back.
And I think that serves him well until he tries to really nail a note and he sounds like he's constipated yelling.
God damn it.